What is going on, my fellow Helldivers and liberators of Super Earth? Today I have an awesome video for you guys. This is a beginner's video on how to be the best Helldiver that you possibly can be. Now, I've seen a lot of beginner videos. However, in those videos, these people are already at max level, having all of the stratagems unlocked. As you can see here, I still have a long way to go. So this is a beginner video from a beginner as well. So if you guys like this content, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into it. So from what I've noticed, a lot of people, beginners especially, do not like to play bots. And that could be because bots can be intimidating and they can be overwhelming with all of the different gunfire coming towards you, missiles, just so much more. But bots itself, I feel personally that I did not start doing bot missions until about level 20. So this loadout specifically is to deal with the automatons. Now, everything I am going to be showing you is from early on in the game. So the best shotgun that you're going to use, or best primary, I should say, is going to be the SG Breaker. This gun is absolutely amazing. I'll go more into detail. Your secondary is going to be the P19 Redeemer. Like I said, I'll go into that in the video itself. And for the grenade, in this video, I am going to be using the Impact. After doing more research and gameplay, I do like the Incendiary grenade a lot more. As you can see here with my personal score, I have done so many more bug missions over automatons, and that's because, like I said, as a beginner, the automatons are intimidating. So let's get into it. I want to help you guys out just to prove that this is early on in the game. So on the second page, you do get the P19 Redeemer, and on the fourth page of the War Bond, you do get the SG Breaker shotgun. These two guns are absolutely insane and will terminate those automatons. Now, as far as the planets go, this is something that I just recently learned. The effects tab actually does play part in how your mission will go. Different planets have different effects. So some of them can have high temperatures, which increase stamina drain, and others can have in-map environmental effects that will affect everything overall. Sometimes you do get an extra airstrike, so it really depends on what you want to do. Just keep that in mind whenever you go to choose a mission or choose a planet. They do have different effects, and they can affect visibility. They can be negative, they can be positive. So just keep that in mind when you're going to choose a mission. Another thing to note is that there is a dark and a light side, a night and day cycle. So as you can see, this here is a mission on the dark side of the planet, and just for visibility purposes, we're going to be doing a mission on the lighter side, or on the day cycle of the planet. That way you guys can get the best amount of visibility for the video and just see everything that's going on. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and jump onto those hell pods. Now, one major issue that a lot of new players are doing is that they start off on the main mission or even the sub-missions when dropping into a map. What a lot of Helldivers don't realize is when you drop into a match and just go straight for the objectives, you will get swarmed by the enemy. In this video here, I am showing you that I'm getting completely swarmed by the bugs, and you just see them building up and building up. However, this is towards the end of the mission, but I did just want to show you guys that if you do try to go to extract as well, without clearing out those bug holes or bot fabricators or those just red dots on the map, you will get completely swarmed, and this gets even worse as you go higher into the difficulty levels. In this video, it's a pretty simple mission, level 3, but you could still see that it's still overwhelming. And then in this next clip here, you do see it's a higher mission, level 7, and you just get completely swarmed. So just keep that in mind. Whenever you're dropping into a mission, you want to clear out the whole entire map, because whenever you do just the main mission by itself and then go for the extract, every single enemy on the map will be relocated to the extract point, which will make it harder for you to actually extract and complete your mission. So just keep that in mind, and we'll continue moving forward. what you want to do is choose an isolated location where it's not too far away from any red circles that you might see. That's going to be either a bug hole if you're doing the Terminids, or a fabricator if you're doing the Automatons. So your support weapon is going to be the Quasar Cannon. It does take a little while to charge up, but it can take out a fabricator from a good distance with one single shot. The most important thing also is going to be the supply backpack. As you can see here, I'm running on empty. And really cool note about this is you don't have to call in another supply backpack, just call in a regular resupply, and this will actually fill your backpack. So as you can see, now I'm fully stocked up. And as for the rest of the stratagems, you are going to be using the Eagle Airstrike, which is, in my opinion, the best one for robots, and the Motor Sentry. For the booster, you could choose whatever you have available at an early stage in the game. I did choose the enhancement just so you can take more damage. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. I'm so excited. If you made it this far already, please leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and we'll get into some more tips and tricks for you to be the best Helldiver that there possibly is, for freedom, for democracy. Let's get into it. Very first tip right off the bat, in case you did not know, you can change your weapon shoot fire rate, and you can actually choose to have an flashlight that is on all the time, that is automatic when it gets dark, or you could turn it off entirely. So you can do this for your primary and secondary for majority of the weapons. Just keep that in mind. And the reason why I choose an isolated location when dropping in is so that you can get all of your support, your heavy weapons and stuff like that out of the way, and you already have it with you without dropping into the middle of a just fabricator or a bug hole and already getting swarmed before you have a chance to gear up. And you are going to be using your mini map a lot. Trust me, that makes a huge difference in your playing style. That you see there, that little flashing light, is a point of interest, which is very important in your gameplay. You do want to go to that as much as you can. As you can see here, I stopped because I saw that red flashing light. That means that there are going to be bots nearby. Just keep that in mind. But you do want to go ahead and go to those flashing lights whenever you see them, or the question mark up on the world scale. Now, in those point of interest, you can find variety of things, from heavy weapons to samples, stims, ammo, grenades, so much more that's going to help you throughout your mission. So every time you see those, be sure to stop on in, drop by, collect whatever you can, because you are going to need it. And I do have to say, beginner or not, a stim is your best friend. Trust me, they are unbelievably addicting. They're literally like a shot of testosterone for the Helldiver, and it just keeps them going. So please be sure to use your stims. You do run out after a certain amount of time, but that's why you have the refill pack. So don't worry about it. Just keep on stimming. Right here, when you see those, they are bunkers. They do also carry variety of different things, weapons and such like that. In this episode, I used the Quasar Cannon to shoot it down, just because I am carrying the incendiary grenade, and if I throw it at there, it will catch on fire and it will be there for quite some time. So here you can see we're fully stocked up, we're loaded up, and now let's go ahead and hit that bot fabricator. When playing, you do want to be mindful. As you can see, I saw that red flashing light, so that means that bots are nearby. It is a patrol. So I'm going to do the stealth approach, just find some cover, and this is where the Eagle Airstrike comes into play. We're going to go ahead and throw it at the bots so that we have the upper hand and they don't take us by surprise. And then after the Eagle Airstrike does what it does best by delivering liberty and freedom, we'll go ahead and finish the job. I did say that I'll go into why I like the SG Breaker shotgun, and man, this thing is amazing. It has a super far fire rate for a shotgun. It has the ability to shoot the same distance as an SMG or an assault rifle, and it being a shotgun. So that's just absolutely amazing. Here, another reason for the Quasar Cannon, it takes out those bot drop ships so easily in one shot. You do just have to make sure that you hit one of the 4 legs, and Boom, there you go. You see the P19 Redeemer in action. It does take out a Devastator in a single shot. Now, as far as the Motor Sentry, you do want to use this to clear out any bot fabricators. As you can see here, I'm dropping it in at a clear distance where it can take out the fabricator, but I did not know I was going to get ambushed from all the bots on the side. So let's go ahead and take care of them. Use our shotgun, use our stims, and as you can see in the background, the motor is doing its job and just completely took out that fabricator without me having to do anything. Just do keep in mind the shoot radius of the motor so that you don't die in your own fire, or your teammates don't die in the fire as well. One of the main things I love about the Motor Sentry as well is that it does have a very short cooldown period. So when you're playing in these big 40-minute maps, by the time you get to the next red spot, you will have the Motor Sentry available to use again. So whenever you drop it in, just try to find something to put it behind, a rock or something, so that you can go ahead and clear out any enemies that are nearby. And whenever you do clear out the fabricators, just run through it. You might find some samples, sometimes you get some ammo, and that helps out so much in your gameplay. Like you see here, we're using the mini map and we're going to continue using it. So once you clear out one red spot, just head over to the next red spot. Another little trick, whenever you see one of these little weird thingies, just shoot it down. It sometimes gives you guns, credits, stuff like that. As you can see here, it gives us a jump pack, but we won't need it just because we have our supply package. Again, when you're playing, you do want to keep that field of view open so that you can see all the enemies before they completely swarm you. And the Eagle Airstrike is just so good at taking out bots. It will take them out in an instant. And the fact that you can use it up to 3 times before needing a recharge just absolutely makes it even better. So whenever you do see those bots, just go ahead and drop in that Eagle and then take care of the rest. Man, look at that range for a shotgun. That is so awesome. And then, like you see here, I do spot the bot fabricator in the background, but we're still going to hit that point of interest because you do see we're at 2 out of 7 for our ammo capacity. Even though we do have the resupply pack, we can get free ammo at every single point of interest. So why waste a supply pack when you can actually use that later on in the game, or to refill one of your teammates that are actually down. And that's another cool thing about the supply pack, is that if you get close to a teammate and they need a resupply, you just press X or your interaction button, and then it will actually give them a resupply. Now, we all know that with one single shot, the Quasar Cannon can take out the dropship, but did you also know that the Quasar Cannon can also take out a charger? Those are one of the most annoying bugs to deal with in the Terminids. Take a look. So with the charger here, what you want to do is do not dive out of the way, just simply sprint, and it will cause the charger to come back towards you. While it's coming back, just load up that Quasar, straight headshot, and it's done. It's gone. Here's another example where we actually take out 2 chargers. So I threw the resupply or the reinforce on purpose. That way it could take out the charger. Boom, there's 1. And let's go ahead here. We'll turn around, load up that Quasar, and boom, that's number 2. Then I do spot another charger at the very back there, and it looks like they're stuck, which is perfect because that gives us some time for the Quasar to recharge. And so you could see once that gets fully recharged, just boom, right there, straight to the face, and charger is done. So the Quasar does take out the charger. You just have to charge it up. That's the only thing. And if you're still not convinced to get the Quasar, with some help, the Quasar can one-shot the Bile Titan. Of course, I said with some help. So going back into the video, once that fabricator is taken out, just take a look inside, see if you find any goodies and any remaining enemies. That way they don't come up and swarm you. Here, the P19 doing its job, taking out the Berserker or the Devastator. It'll take both of them out with a full clip. Here we get a nice common sample. And another cool thing is how easy it could be to take out a Scout Strider. I know these are very annoying. However, their mobility is so slow that it gives you the upper hand. You literally just have to run around them, behind them, shoot down the bot, and you're all good to go. Then going back to the main mission, you are doing all of your side objectives and everything, taking out those bot fabricators. Now it's a peaceful time for you to go ahead and drop in a resupply just to make sure that you're all set for the upcoming battle. So once that drops, you are the team carrier because you're carrying the supply pack. Let's go ahead and get that filled up. Then we'll hit the next enemy drop on the map, but before that, let's hit this point of interest. This is the incendiary grenade. This is what I meant, that it will catch on fire. So look at that blast. Look how awesome that is. Imagine that taking out the bots and even the bugs. Super awesome, highly recommended. And here we do get some goodies. We get some super credits, some requisition points. So that is awesome. Now that that is cleared out, I want to give you guys another useful tip. Whenever you see the artillery terminal side missions, what you're going to do is actually do not get to the terminal. Do not get to the terminal. Go ahead and look around that area, grab all of the bullets that it needs. It usually takes 5, but just put 5 or 6 just to be on the safe side. And you're going to load them all up in front of the artillery cannon itself. Do not start the mission. Do not start that terminal, because the moment that you do, it will alert all of the enemies nearby that you are in their vicinity, and they will come in and attack. Whenever you go in these, you might find a few stragglers, whether it's for bugs or bots. There will be just a few enemies, maybe 1 or 2, sometimes 5 at the most, but you will not have a whole patrol plus backup coming to attack you while you're trying to load these super heavy bullets into the artillery. So just go ahead and set them all up. Once you're done, you have about 5 or 6. Then go ahead and head on over to the terminal, start it up, start that computer, and then just go ahead and load in all of the bullets. And then once you're done, you will have that extra airstrike for you to use during your missions. It took me a while to realize the importance of the artillery. Just recently found out that it actually does give you an extra airstrike. So that's super, super awesome. Do not take that for granted. It will help you in your further mission. So just remember, whenever you come across these, just load it up first before you start the terminal. And then once you're in the clear, go ahead and start it up. You have an extra airstrike. Then going back to the main mission, we choose our next point of attack. And as you can see here, I actually was not paying attention and completely got bombarded by the bots inside the fabricator. So we drop in our handy dandy motor sentry, dive to take cover, use that stim, and now we are ready for battle now that we know that there are a whole bunch of bots that are coming after us. But first, let's grab that common sample. You already know we can't let that go to waste. Here, this is a perfect example where the quasar cannon doesn't make it, and that happens sometimes, which is perfectly fine. That's why you have your Eagle airstrike. That's why you have the motor sentry, which just took out the bot fabricator, as you can see. So it's just doing its job in the background. But do just be careful with the shoot radius, because if there's a bot close to you or within your vicinity, it will shoot at you trying to hit the bot. So just keep that in mind. And then right here, you can actually see that my teammate has that white dot glowing. That means that they do need a refill. So just get close enough to them, press X, and then you can see it took away one of my refill packs. And that just refills your teammates, which helps them a lot, and then they don't have to worry about dropping in a resupply pack. Then I do apologize that I keep jumping back and forth between different video clips. I'm just trying to make sure that I cover every single thing that I wish I would have known when I first started or as a beginner while playing Helldivers 2. So I'm just trying to give you guys the most amount of information as humanly possible to ensure that you guys are being the best Helldivers that there possibly is in the whole entire galaxy. With that said, we are almost done completely with the map missions and with all of the bot fabricators before we hit the main mission. As you can see, we have 25 minutes left, so we're doing amazing on time. So let's just go ahead and hit that red spot on the map. And I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to utilize your secondary weapon, because this will save you in a pinch rather than taking shots in. By the time it takes you to reload, just quickly swap out your gun and you're good to go. I love moments like that. In Helldivers 2, it's always so much fun. It's always just so different than any other game. But just wanted to show you that little clip because it did make me laugh. I hope it made you guys laugh. And Now let's go ahead and continue just heading down to that very last red dot. As you can see here, I'm picking everything back up. I did die in this match. I'm not hiding that from you guys, wanted to just be transparent. I only cut it out for the sake of video time, just to make it a little bit shorter. But here we go. One of my teammates actually took out that fabricator. Props to him. And you already know the drill. Once that's taken out, go ahead and run through, see what you can grab. Sometimes there's ammo, there's always commons and such like that for samples. So just run through. Like you see, we have 21 minutes left and we only have one final objective. So let's go ahead and do that final objective. And here you see that I went into stealth mode because I did see those devastators in the background. So we're going to drop the motor sentry just to do the most amount of damage and just go ahead and start shooting them off. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of the motor sentry because it will just continue to take out bots or bugs no matter what they are, as they're coming, as they're dropping. So it just helps you overall get more kills in the game. It helps you and your teammates stay more alert as to where the bots are coming from, because it will shoot in a designated area. And then as you can see here, the bots did drop in. I didn't get to take out that drop ship, but no matter how hectic it got, you notice that I'm not throwing an eagle. That's because I know that my teammates are nearby. So just be mindful of that, because I've been in so many matches where the moment we get swarmed, they just drop an eagle right on top of us and don't say anything. So here instead, I'm actually just going to use my incendiary grenades. There you go. You see it takes them out and I don't have to waste an eagle, one. And two, I don't have to risk killing my teammates. So just be mindful of that whenever you're planning to drop in an eagle. Just make sure that you either tell them on the mic or something to just back up or run away before you drop it, not after. And then here we are completing the last and final mission. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the video, by the time you get to the next spot where you're supposed to go, your motor sentry will become available again. So in this one particular, I like to drop it right next to the drill or the terminal, just for extra coverage. Also, you don't want to throw it too far because it will go in and attack you, because all of the bots are going to be coming towards that terminal. And then just remember what I told you, when you do the main mission, all of the bots are going to be dropping in, so just be ready for a fight. Here we take out the very first dropship. Another one comes in right after. I don't have the quasar ready just yet to take it out, so we're going to utilize our Eagle airstrike here, where we can throw it far away enough where it'll take out the bots and not take out our teammates. Then there you go, simple enough. Main side objective complete. And now that just leaves us with the very last, the main objective. That way we can go ahead and get that taken care of, get that extract, get those points, level up, and make Super Earth proud. Then I do just want to point out that this loadout and just playing style in general is perfect for both teammates and solo players. I actually made a video like this where I actually was solo diving. It just so happened that I had people join in on my match this time, but it worked out because they were able to cooperate with me and we all were able to just work out as a team. So it did end up helping. The only reason why I'm not posting the original video that I took is because that was on the night cycle of the planet and it was just very hard to see. So that's why I went ahead and remade the video on a day cycle just so that you guys can take a look. One other tip I want to give you guys, in case you didn't know already, is whenever you're doing those terminal missions, you don't have to stay at the terminal. It'll actually give you a completion bar on the top right corner. So it'll keep you updated as far as where you are in the progress and just like how much time is left in order for it to be completed so that you can go back to the terminal. So you don't have to stay there the whole entire time. You can move around, you can fight off bots or bugs, and then just head back to it once that loading bar is complete. That way you can go ahead and start on the next mission. So here we're just going to play it out. We dropped our motor sentry. We're not worried about it. We got all of our backs covered because of the motor sentry. As you can see, it's putting in work in the background. And then we're just going to keep on going, keep killing those bots, keep on moving forward. Remember to use those stims, guys. They are your best friends. I cannot emphasize that enough. And then right here, you actually see that I walk into the line of fire. That's my fault. My teammate did kill me, but this can be avoided. As you could see here in this other video, where I was playing on a higher difficulty, you could see how intense it gets, how crazy it gets. And then even in the midst of everything, just be mindful of your teammates so that you don't set them back and accidentally kill them. So let's just run that back really fast. You could see here, I see him in my line of sight, so I actually stop shooting. And then once I'm clear, I go in for the kill on the Devastator with the P19 Redeemer. So just be mindful of that. Like I mentioned, it's not a big deal. We completed the mission. So let's just keep moving from there. Just go ahead and grab all the stuff that dropped. Like I said, that was my fault. I ran into that line of fire. But let's just head over to the extract. Before heading over to the extract, you always want to make sure that you're fully stocked up, fully stimmed, fully grenade, everything. So always get that resupply, especially if there's no bots around you, so you could just get that done. Preferably do this in an isolated location or in a spot where there's no bots or enemies around you before you get to the extract, because once you do, it will get intense, it will get crazy. So just keep that in mind. If you do try to drop the supply pack at the extract itself, you will get swarmed and you might not have a chance to get it, but that's just something to keep in mind. And then when it comes to the extract, don't assume that one of your teammates are going to call it in. Always take the initiative to do that yourself, because here we were all fighting the bots and I realized that nobody called in the extract. So we were just waiting and waiting. So here we go, we call in the extract. So just take that initiative, go ahead and do it if you don't physically see one of your teammates at the extract. And then from this point on, all you have to do simply is to survive. Like I said, there will be so many bots and so many enemies once you call in the extract. But because of the fact that we took out all of those red marks on the map, then it will make it a bit easier because there won't be as many enemies that are coming in to swarm you. So that is another benefit of taking out all of the red maps, is that it will in essence make it easier for you to have a successful extract without getting just completely swarmed and completely taken out by the Terminids or by the Automatons. Then once you get to this point, go ahead and go crazy. Use all of your stratagems and just go completely ballistic. Just drop everything that you simply can. Even if you don't need it, just go ahead and drop it. Just do whatever you can. That way, if you drop a supply, let's say you're fully stocked up, maybe your teammate can grab it, or you could drop a heavy weapon and again your teammate could grab it if you already have one, or you can do one shot and then quickly switch out to get another one. So really just go ballistic on this part. This is the most fun and the most exciting part of the match itself, is waiting those 2 minutes for that extract. I swear those 2 minutes go by so slow and it takes so long for you to get fully ready to leave the map. Then for this part, we're just gonna fast forward through it. So it's just the same thing, just drop in whatever supplies you can, whatever stratagems, support, anything like that. Just try to stay alive, keep moving, keep using those stims, use those resupplies if you need it, and then just wait for Pelican 1 to drop in to take you guys home. Another major tip that I do want to include in this video is that the Pelican 1 will only stay for an extra 20 seconds once somebody goes inside of the plane. So if you have teammates that are still not at the extract site for whatever reason, or you see that they're still fighting, just kindly wait for them. That is the biggest thing. Please just wait for them so that you guys can all extract. The more people that extract, you get more points, and it's just overall better for everybody. We all hate being that person that just wasn't able to make the cut and get to the extract. So just wait for your teammates so that you can all extract successfully at the exact same time. And then, like I said, guys, I do want to be completely transparent with you. We did miss one optional objective here, which I actually did not notice until editing this video. So because of that, that did cost us 1 star, where we got 2 stars instead of 3. However, we still got all of those requisition points and those XP points. We still got our missions out of the way. and all of the Helldivers were able to extract, but just keep everything that I mentioned in this video in mind, and I guarantee that you guys will have a successful mission almost every single time. So I am going to throw in some other clips here where I did this exact same playing style, use the exact same loadout, nothing changed. And I was playing with higher level people, with lower level people, some solo missions, and I was actually able to get every single thing 100%, get all of those points in, and able to level up. So there you guys have it. That is the best way to take care of the bots and just completely terminate them, just demolish them for freedom, for democracy. You already know how it goes. So just stay tuned for the upcoming videos, and we'll go ahead and see just how easy it is to clear every single thing out from the map so that you can get the most amount of points, level up, and get all of those stratagems and ship upgrades to be the best Helldiver that you possibly can be. Also, don't forget about the democracy hug. That is a absolute must in Helldivers 2. One other thing I do want to mention before we cut this video out is that the timer itself, if you are playing a mission and you pass the timer, that does not mean that the mission will end. That does not mean that you will automatically fail the mission or anything like that. You're still able to continue on with the mission, continue moving forward. The only difference is that you will have no access to your stratagems or your support, but you can play until the 0 mission and it will automatically drop in the Pelican 1 within those 2 minutes that it's supposed to use to drop in. But like I mentioned, the only thing is you're not able to use any reinforcements or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. But if you do hit a 0 mission, just keep going, just get to that extract, make sure everyone makes it safe, and then you'll be good to go from there. Now, out of all the tips and tricks that I gave you guys in this video, the most important by far is to just have fun, you know, just play the game, have fun, enjoy it, play it how you want, test out different loadouts. I had gone through so many different loadouts until I finally found this one that is my now go-to, which, like you can see, gives you so many things that you can get, so many credits, so many requisition slips so you can level up, and just so much more samples and everything. But also, this loadout for me personally is by far the most fun to play with. It's just an absolute destroyer. And look, with that motor sentry, you will get the most amount of kills in your team. 418 kills. That's absolutely insane. So go ahead and try it out, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you change about it? Just go ahead and try it out. And then, like I mentioned, everything in this video you can get early on in the game, so you don't have to worry about waiting till you're a certain level to do certain things or unlock certain weapons, stuff like that. If you did make it this far, let me know in the comments below, will you be using this loadout and this playing style? Why or why not? If you found this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up, a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel so much, and it helps me stay motivated to make these types of videos for you guys. I'm here for you, for democracy, for Super Earth. Let's go. I'm so excited. This game is so much fun. I do have one pro tip at the very end of this video. So if you made it this far, just hang on tight a little bit longer, and then you'll get to see that awesome tip. Here I'm just showing you guys all the different missions that I have completed recently within using this style in playing, and also this specific loadout. Zoom up there because I'm showing you that I'm not only playing with higher level people, but I play with lower level people as well, and we get 100% mission. We get the maximum amount of credits, we get the maximum amount of just everything. And as for the pro tip that I did promise you guys, you might have noticed at some maps you will find a deactivated hell bomb. I can guarantee you that thing is not deactivated. So what you want to do is keep that in mind on where it is. And then in case of the fact that you are getting swarmed, like here you can see I'm getting completely swarmed by the bugs, and they're just building up and building up on the left. You can see them there. So just get into a far distance because it is a hell bomb. Give it a few shots. You can do this with the Quasar, and boom, 54 kills in one shot. That's so sick. Then just to show to you guys, I did unlock every single stratagem that there is to unlock while doing this video, while making this video for you guys. So it just goes to show you how much you really can earn with doing this specific game style and this loadout. And then just want to jump over here. I did unlock just a few more weapons, nothing too crazy, but a few more primaries, a few more secondaries as well, and then 1 or 2 more throwables. Haven't unlocked the throwing knife yet, but I'm working on it. But also I wanted to show you guys my current HELLDIVERS 2 career. Like you could see there, I do have a bunch more automaton kills versus when I first started. Let me know if you guys like this video. I had so much fun making this. Thank you for watching. For democracy, you make freedom proud.